The element of mystery in Brain's shocking secret is pretty great. This is the second segment of the fourth episode of the 11th season of Arthur. And Brain is panicking that people are going to be finding out that he was held back a year in kindergarten because there's a display of all the kindergarten photos going up in the school, and he, of course, appears in two of them. And he's panicking that people will find out. But not only is the mystery of will people find out, but the mystery is also why was he held back? Because the brain is the brain. Also, I do have a question. Is that a thing that happens? Do you get held back a year? Like, can you flunk kindergarten? Is that a thing? In the UK, you're never held back a year, no matter how well your academic performance is or is not. Maybe if you're, you might be able to start school a year later if you're maybe a little bit younger than everybody else and you're, just not quite ready. But you'd never get held back a year in the UK. Is that a thing in kindergarten? But anyway, Brain panics and he comes up with all kinds of excuses and he tries to stop Prunella because Prunella, obviously being a year older than him, is the year he would have been. But I'm now wondering if there have been any continuity errors. Has the Brain ever been named as the same age as the other characters? I can't remember, but I never knew he was older. So I don't know if there are continuity errors or they've just never mentioned the Brain's age. But I enjoyed the mystery element. I was genuinely curious to find out why he was held back and what the reason was and kind of the events surrounding that. And I won't say what happens, I won't spoil it, but I thought it was a pretty decent narrative. And there's one line in this, I think it was Prunella, who said something along the lines of, they're your friends, they won't care. If they found out he'd been held back. Prunella, I think it was Prunella, tried to reassure Brain that if they're true friends, it won't matter to them. But the Brain, obviously being the Brain, doesn't want anybody to think that there was ever any reason why he would be held back. But I think it's a nice narrative, some nice messages in it. It does leave me baffled to think that a kindergarten-age child might be held back. But I think it worked quite well, and it's definitely not a bad episode.